So pleasantly surprised. I know you are pretty tied into that Raiders organization. What would pleasantly surprise you about Marshawn Lynch coming up next season?
Well, I mean, it's twofold. The level of dedication, I think, is the one thing that they probably have been pleasantly surprised at. He's never been to an OTA in Seattle. He didn't go, right? So he comes back to Oakland. He's in his backyard. He shows up to all of them.
He can ride his bike to OTA.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even far. It's just right there. So he shows up, but then the level of dedication as far as questions. I mean, Derek's talking to him about it over the past couple weeks. He's asking questions about the offense. He wants to know everything. He wants to be a guy that's fully versed in what's going on there. Like, he's never missed a beat as soon as he steps on the field. And then his level of play. The level of play, I think, has been something that the guys, they probably knew what he was from afar. They'd seen him in games, but they didn't see him work. And when he gets out on the practice field, he's going hard. Derek tells stories. They don't have pads on. He's trying to run guys over in practice, and then he comes back to the huddle and say, "You see that? He didn't want any." Of course he didn't. He didn't have pads on. But that's his level of dedication. That's the level of physicality that he brings.
I'd be pleasantly surprised if he doesn't rush for 1,200 yards.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is the best offensive line that he's had all his career, his NFL career, right? He's playing for his hometown team, you know, that is where he grew up at, so he's motivated there. He's 2 years rested, fresh legs. I mean, he should rush for 1,200 yards, if not lead the league in rushing this year. This is Marshawn. This is beast mode.
This is beast mode, and we forget how well-rounded he is, how great his hands are. And we need to talk about that Raiders offensive line more. We focus so much on the Cowboys. That Raiders offensive line is really, really good. The one thing for Marshawn is staying healthy. He's only played 16 games once in his 9-year career. So if he can stay healthy, they'll be in pretty good shape.
It's been real cool, man, to sit back and learn from him. Obviously, me being as young as I am and him being as seasoned as he is, I've had chances to, watch his highlights as I was trying to perfect my craft and things. So to actually have him here in person and have that physicality there and talk to him after each run and see what his thoughts were is real helpful.
No, he's an OG in this league, man. Been around for a long time, got a lot of experience. So, just being in the room with him, dissecting film, picking up pointers and different things that can help us, take our game to the next level has been definitely been huge the few weeks he's been here.
Marshawn, my boy. And we've been cool for like 10 years. Definitely a tough guy. We hit him as a unit. So that was the best way. But he's excited. He's a good guy to be around. Man, he's a family guy. And he's just overall a great guy. I know he don't talk much to people, but when he do, man, he really got a great heart. He really cares about the city of Oakland. I mean, whenever he's in my hometown, he talks about Oakland. Everybody loves Marshawn. Loves his personality. He's going to be real honest with you, but he got a great heart.
You added a Marshawn Lynch that, to me, I think was one of the biggest pickups the Raiders had in a long time, just because you bring a guy who has done it before, the mentality that he plays with. The Raiders have always been known as a tough team, but you add Marshawn Lynch, I think that toughness went from like an 8 to like an 11, 12, off the Richter scales.